Former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright puts diplomacy on the back burner for a moment, gets candid about George Zimmerman, the verdict, and the Trayvon Martin tragedy. She also talks about race in America. The groundbreaking former Secretary of State was at the center of a conversation that we had at the Aspen Institute. And she calls the verdict in the Zimmerman trial a mortifying and horrible thing. Listen.
I think that what happened, and I am not a lawyer, I am appalled by what happened in that trial. I probably should keep my mouth shut on it because it's not my business, but I do think that it was a tragedy in every single way. I think what is great about America is that there still are more possibilities for people to have pursuit of happiness and a way for people. You know, there are not a lot of countries where somebody who's an immigrant ends up as Secretary of State, or that has a black president when we are primarily a mixed country. And so there are many, many fabulous things about us. But I think what is most interesting about us is we are examining what just happened. What happened? Why did it happen? What can we do to make it different? And it is a constant kind of dialogue that goes on. I think that I am deeply troubled by the decision. I am deeply troubled by what is not so latent racism, but I do believe that this country is trying to figure it out.
She is speaking her mind. She also discussed the push for immigration reform in this country, and for her it's an issue that is both personal as well as political.
I am an immigrant. And a very grateful immigrant. And one of the things that I enjoyed doing the most when I was a Secretary of State was going to naturalization ceremonies and renewing my own vows. I think we are cutting off our nose to spite our face to not have a generous, comprehensive immigration bill. I have to tell you this, I was just in Jordan, where I was there for the National Democratic Institute. I was taken to the Syrian refugee camp, and I had also, same one that Secretary Kerry went to, and I also was told that there are Palestinian refugees and Iraqi refugees and Syrian refugees. The equivalent would be if the United States had 40 million refugees. And we're asking Jordan to deal with this. We can't even deal with 11 million undocumented workers. I do believe that the United States is an exceptional country, but we can't ask that exceptions be made for us.
Always candid. We learned some personal details as well about Madeleine Albright. Says she could leg press 450 pounds. That is right. She's not kidding. Her neighbor is current Secretary of State John Kerry, and her BFF is Hillary Clinton. She would not divulge if she's going to run in 2016, but we'll go back for another try.